John, thanks for joining us again. How's the mood in the camp after Tuesday night? Everyone must come in with a real spring in the step after that.
Yeah, listen, the mood in the camp's been great since we've come back from pre-season. You know, the group that we've been working with every day showing fantastic attitude, togetherness, and you know, that's been no different again this week.
Just in terms of the draw for round 2, I know that the game's not for a couple of weeks, but just your thoughts on getting a Premier League team in Burnley away from home.
Fantastic, yeah, it's a chance for the boys to go up against Premiership opposition. It also gives us another opportunity to get vital minutes into some players that will need their minutes come the game.
We spoke about the never say die attitude after the game on Tuesday night. How pleased are you that spirit, that togetherness, that real camaraderie has just continued right over? You've had different players, but you've got that same sort of mentality and feel around the place.
I think over the course of a long, relentless season, that's going to be needed for a team to be successful, and you know, that's part of our DNA. You know, if we're playing well, if we're not playing well, you know, whatever happens, everyone's 100% committed. They'll always give their all for the football club, and you know, that's all I ask for a group of players that we're working with.
How pleased are you as well is that everyone's bought into it straight away? You've had players come in at such varying times over pre-season that it doesn't matter if it's a young player in like Bobby Clark or it's a senior player like Danny Bath, that everybody's just exactly the same and bought into what you want from this group.
Yeah, I think those are the standards driven from the staff and the players already here. You know, everyone knows their jobs, and you know, it's important that whoever comes in just gets on board straight away. You know, that's part of our DNA. To be part of the Derby County family now is something very special, and whoever comes in, no matter how old, how young they are, you know, everyone will be 100% committed and do well for each other.
Although you say it's not necessarily about age, how key are those senior boys to really set the standards for everybody else to follow?
Yeah, I think I said when we came in, you know, that to create the right culture and that togetherness, you need that right age range, and it's important that we have 4 or 5 really good senior boys, you know, who play a huge part not just on the pitch but off the pitch as well. And you know, if you want to develop young players, if you want to develop our own players as well for the academy, it's important that we get that right balance, which you know, I think we're starting to get.
In terms of the goalkeeping department, we spoke about Josh Vickers after the game on Tuesday, that he came in and did so well for you. How pleased are you with the whole group that you've got that Paul Clements is leading? Because it feels like there's a really good vibe in between all of those guys. Yeah,
there is, and I think we're very fortunate to have somebody of Clem's experience and know-how to come in, who came to the football club when I arrived, and his expertise in that department is there for everyone to see. He's worked with some top goalkeepers, he's worked at some really good clubs, and you can see how, you know, not just Josh and Jacob are developing, but also the younger boys who are joining in with the group as well. You know, we've had 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds coming through the academy, training with the first team, which is really important for their development, and the academy goalkeepers as well have been doing really well. So it's about getting the right feel for the goalkeeper department. I think we've got that at the moment. And
you've got Josh, who's obviously been supporting Jacob, and then you see the flip side of it the other night. Josh is coming up the tunnel, Jacob's pointing at him, giving him plenty of love as well. So it's great that they're not individuals, they're a real collective unit.
It is, but it's also really important that they're pushing each other. You know, although they're friends off the pitch, you know, they still want to be competing for that #1 shirt. I said, you know, when we came back, Josh would have been disappointed probably not to start the season the way he finished it, but we've got 2 really good goalkeepers who are pushing each other every day in training, and you know, I'm really pleased to have good competition in that area.
So it's a quick turnaround again for Coventry at Pride Park on Saturday. How much are you looking forward to getting back their first home league game of the season?
I think everyone's really looking forward to the game. You know, it's great to be back at Pride Park. You know, the season tickets have been flying out, which is amazing, and you know, there'll be a full house there. And you know, we want to just make sure that we're competitive, and win, lose or draw, we make sure the fans go away happy, and they can see that we're all desperately committed, and we're giving it all for the football club.
And in terms of Coventry, what do you expect from them? Team that made the playoffs last year, invested quite heavily in their squad over the last couple of years.
They've got a fantastic squad, you know, a lot of top quality championship players. They've got a really good manager, a good coaching staff. So, you know, they're set up for another real good season, I'm sure. But, you know, it's a challenge we're all looking forward to, and I know the boys will give it their best.